Hello, hello, Biohack here. This is going to be a little bit of an interesting summoning video because I want to pull for Legate TX, and more importantly, I want to try and max my faction guardians for the Lizardmen faction. This is something I've been waffling on a lot. I really want to start using Sulfurion more in Live Arena, and I want to use them as like a super fast speed booster. So getting Lizardmen Faction Wars would be super, or Faction Guardians would be super, super important. And really, when it comes to getting Faction Guardians done, this sort of event, these pool events for a specific faction, are the best way to do it because A, you can target exactly the faction you want, and B, like there's such a limited pool that you're very, very likely to get dupes. So if we look at what we've got going on here, I've got two of them maxed out, or two of them filled already, and then I've got a Python. Well, you can't see it. I've got Python, I've got Dracomorph, I've got who else is on the list? That might be it, just those two. Yes, Dracomorph, Python, Rosin, but Rosin's already being used. Obviously, Sulfurion's not in there, Vergamcar's not in there, but we already got dupes of those, Bossathas. So yeah, it's really just Python and Dracomorph. If I can get a couple of those, that would help a lot towards the faction guardians. Of course, Legate Teox himself is also very strong. I love champions that can self-buff their own damage when you're using them in live arena. It gives you a lot of flexibility in which supports you can bring when you don't need to bring a damage buffer for the nukers. So yeah, anyway, I would be very, very happy to pull them. The thing that makes this a little tricky is the best deal on these ones is this one here. You can only buy 5 of them a day, and if you don't get like how much I want to pull depends on what I get, right? Like I don't want to buy them all and wait until the champ chase event, which is the most efficient way to do it, because if I get the faction guardians done early, or if I get Legate TX, I might want to reconsider how much of this I actually want to purchase. I want to be as efficient as possible. So what's going to happen is I'm going to pull these today, and then I'm going to see how it goes, and then I'm going to come back tomorrow and pull some more, and maybe come back the day after that and pull some more. So you'll probably be seeing this video several days after I actually do this pull, depending on how it goes. But I think we're just going to go ahead and jump into it. In terms of, I should have, let's see, how many pulls are we doing here? Let me make sure I have enough space. 25, so we're pulling 42. I should have plenty of space. In terms of the epics, I really need Delaja for the Mikage fusion. I guarantee we'll end up with one of those. It would be insane if we didn't. Other than that, nothing else really matters. So I would like a Nekmothar just because he's a great champion. I don't have him. I wasn't, or I actually just came back to the game right when they did the guaranteed for him, and I didn't have the events. I didn't understand Hydra yet, so I didn't do it. So I would love to get him just to have. That would be great. Obviously, I'd love to get Legate TX. That's a big reason why we're doing this. And then we're looking for Fushan and Dracomorph. Or sorry, Python and Dracomorph. Fushan and Krokmar, they'd be unique, but I don't really need them, so I don't care that much. All right. Fingers crossed. There's no mercy on this, so we just got to go and do it. Okay, we got Drake, Basilisk, Vargant, Basilisk. Oh my god, I can't even get the Delaja. Venomage, okay. Aeon. Oh, okay, our first Lego. It's Dracomorph. Hell yes. Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's what we wanted. That's what we wanted. Get that faction guardians done. Hell yeah, 10 in, and we've already picked up the next one on the list. That accuracy bonus already is really nice. That 30 accuracy for our Sulfurion. We love it. We love it. Hell yeah. All right, 10 pulls in, and we've already got a Lego. Beautiful. I think it's about 1 in 16.6 on average with a 6% chance. I didn't get a Delaja yet, which is kind of crazy. All right, here we go again. Okay, another one. Okay, another Dracomorph. Well, I mean, that's good because we do need to get another dupe for that. But man, it would have been nice to get. Okay, we got the Delaja. Perfect. Okay, so now I'm 1 epic away from my Mikage fusion. All right, can't complain. 2 out of 20 is great rates. Come on. Wouldn't mind another Delaja just to have. Okay, yes. Python. Okay, yes. Nice. Dude, this is going so well. Oh, I'm so stoked. This is amazing. We've pulled 1 Lego out of every pull for these 10 pulls. No Legate, but look at this. We're 1 away. Okay, of course, the problem is that we have Draco. I have no other Lizardmen, so we need to pull like 2 of the same ones, or we need to pull another Draco. But that is, oh, that's fantastic. This is going so well. Okay, I'm gonna, do I want to pull them? Let's pull them one at a time. Because we're almost done. Although I guess, well, if we pull a Draco right here, I might call it. Man, I can't believe I've only pulled one Delaja. Come on. Okay, there's another one. Come on, Lego. Give me Legate or Draco. That's what we want. Still wouldn't mind that next star either. Oof. Come on. No, we don't want Quargan. Done with epics. I guess we can empower, but none of these really matter. Yeah, there's another Teox. 4 more. Oh, snap. All right, 2 more. Come on. Still an epic. Dreg. Last one today. Yes, yes, yes. Krokmar. Okay, okay. He's not one of the ones, like not one of the 2 that we really wanted. But you know, 4 Legos out of what was it? 40 something, 42 pulls is insanely good, and that sets us up to get Faction Guardians maybe next time. I mean, now we need either a Krokmar or Draco. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. I can't even remember Krokmar's kit. I know he's like kind of useful. It'll be good to have for. Oops, did I spell his name wrong? Yeah, there we go. Let's go over his kit real quick. He's got this A1 attacks all enemies. 1 time if the first attack is critical, so it's AoE A1. Oh, we got a follow. Attacks all enemies, places a shield buff in this champion for 2 turns, equal to 20% of the damage inflicted, and also heals this champion by 10% of their max HP for each critical hit. That's great. And then, oh yeah, he gives the increased crit rate and increased crit damage buff an extra turn. So he's kind of like, he's an HP based damage dealer a little bit. His damage isn't amazing. If I checked his multipliers, he does have this passive here that decreases like attack and resistance and all that kind of stuff. He's kind of interesting champion. I don't think I need him for anything personally, but maybe we'll get another copy. We get the Faction Guardians done. Cool. All right. I'll see you in the next poll. Have a good one. Hello, hello. It's time for the next part of our Lizardmen Prism Shard event summoning. For me, it's been a number of hours. For you, it'll be instant. So first things first, let's check our Soul Merchant. Nothing there. We're still looking for that Sulfurion Soul. No luck. Okay, so what we got is almost Faction Guardians done, right? I finished everything except for 1, and we pulled a Vergumkar, or not a Vergumkar, a Krokmar, and we've got a dupe Dracomorph ready to go. So either one of those 2 champions will instantly end the shard pull session because we'll have max Faction Guardians, which is the main primary thing I wanted to do. Of course, I'd still love to get Legate Teox, but Faction Guardians is the killer. So what that means is I need to buy these packs one at a time because after we get the first one, I'm done. So let's pick that up. I think I should have enough space. Did that click work? Hopefully you guys can't see my credit card info. Okay, good. Just making sure. All right, here we go. Purchase done. 240. That should be what? 20 or not 20. 9 attempts. 9 attempts. Let's pull them. Looking for Krokmar or Draco. Another Brood Lord. No, thank you. In terms of the epics, we're pretty much done on this. I've already got like all these guys +4. I was taking them all to +4 earlier. Okay, another Delaja. I wouldn't mind that. She's the only one that's not +4. Didn't have any copies of her. Another Scathix. I used to use that guy a lot, actually. An interesting champ. Pretty good. Got an interesting passive. Okay, another Basilisk. Oh, man. Show me the gold. Nothing. All right. All right. Got 3 more. Okay, Venomage. I think I got my Venomage +4 earlier as well. Poof. All right, last one in this set. Oh, it's a total bust. It's a total bust. It's all epics. All right, let's do it again. Let's Crazy, man. Crazy. All right, here we go. Now we have, is it still 9? I think it's still 9. Average should be about 1 in 16, so hopefully we'll get 1. We had really good rates earlier. We got 4 and 42, I think. Something like that. Oh, man. Not a single Lego. Teox, not what we're looking for. 5 more. Brood Lord. It's an interesting champ. I think we might have some play in First City. A lot of these champs will probably get play in First City and not all +4. Oh man, are we gonna go another full set? 2 more. Oh, you're killing me. You're killing me. Come on. Okay, yes, yes, yes. Oh, yeah, we got Teox. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Okay, obviously not the Faction Guardians done, but that is super cool. Hell yeah. Definitely gonna have to build this guy out, have to figure out how to use him, but that increased attack and I mean, he's a little tricky to use in live arena because of this whole extra hit on enemies under debuffs. Like, that's where you get a ton of his value. But if I can pair him up with Sulfurion, like run him and Sulfurion together, at least just the 2 of those, they can do some serious work. So very excited about that. That means I can start running teams like well, we'll have to see. We could run like Kaja, Sulfurion, Teox, and that turn meter boost from his passive is actually really, really nice as well, because that like really reduces people's ability to cut in on you when you get that huge turn meter boost. Because not only is like Sulfurion giving him a 20% turn meter boost if he lands all his HP burns, but this will give him another 20%. So he's getting a 40% turn meter boost from like Kaja, Sulfurion, and then can come in and just smack. So awesome. Okay, we got the main guy that we wanted in terms of actual champions. Of course, we still haven't actually picked up the last one we need for Faction Guardians. If I get another one, does that mean I can use him? I should be able to use him for Faction Guardians, right? Okay. Awesome. All right, here we go. Well, can't complain too much, even if we had to pull 20. What would we pull? 18? Oh, got another follow. All right. I guess it didn't go over his kit, but I imagine most of you know what his kit is. Come on, we just need one more dupe lizard. Any one of the 3 now will get the job done. Yeah, okay. Oh, we got 2 of them. We got 2. That is hilarious. Oh my god. That is hilarious. Oh, what? All right, let me make sure I can put him in Faction Guardians. Dude, this split paid off so well. Oh, hell yeah. Dude, that's so nice. This is going to be so helpful for him as well, because he can also benefit from this speed and everything, right? Like, it's going to be way easier to build him now that we've got this Faction Guardians max. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. I'm going to pull these last 2. If we get a dupe, that would be amazing, because then we could actually empower the Teox if we want. But wow, we cannot complain. Beautiful. Okay. No additional Lego. I cannot complain at all, though. Hell yeah. Okay, so we'll just go over his kit real quick. We've got a A1, attacks one enemy 2 times. Allies with the highest crit damage will team up and join the attack. So that's kind of nice in Live Arena, actually, because you can get that extra A1 by bringing in your 2 nukers, because oftentimes you run 2. That's mostly what I'm interested in this champion for. I guess he's really good in Hydra too, but I want him as Arena. I don't care about Hydra. The damage dealt by this champion and the ally. Oh, I didn't realize it affect the ally too. Goes up and increased by 10% for each debuff on the target. That's nice. Over here, we've got attacks one enemy 3 times. Each hit will ignore 10% of the target's defense for each debuff on the target, up to 50%. That's huge. Each hit will also increase this champion's attack by 10%, stacks up to 50%. That makes him really good in long fights like Hydra, for example. And then before attacking, places a 50% increased attack and increased crit damage buff on this champion for 2 turns. Places an extra hit on enemies under any debuffs. That is Awesome, 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 because he's a self-buffing nuker, which I talk about all the time, how having self-buffing nukers is super important for Live Arena because it gives you so much more flexibility in what supports you can bring. So now we can bring in Kaja, Sulfurion, Armons, and this guy, and we don't need to worry about the lack of increased attack. One faction ally gives you strength and ally protection and shield. Two faction allies gives you a block revive if you hit them with a block or with a debuff on them. And then three faction allies, 20% more damage for each debuff on the enemy, stacks up to 100%. So that's when you get the really, really nutty numbers, is when you're running with like 3 or 4 faction allies, which mostly is going to happen in either Classic Arena or PvE content. But yeah, very, very nice. You can make a really strong Arena team, I think, with just using him, Sulfurion, and Ramonsu. And then honestly, you just throw in like a random other Lizardmen with a speed aura and probably get the job done just with those 3 champions. Really, for Classic Arena, because you'll be able to pop all the stone skin, strip all the, or block all the passives, and then one shot with block revive. So yeah, very awesome. Oh, this over here, the passive increases. Damn, we're getting so many follows today while I'm not even streaming. Increases the passive by 5% whenever allies use a debuff. Got this counter attack when hit with enemies under debuffs. If with one faction ally, increases damage by this champion and from enemies under debuffs by 50%. The damage all allies receive by 20% with 2 faction allies. That's actually pretty nice. 50% damage mitigation when they're under debuff is crazy. And then, of course, this thing that makes him really, really good in Classic Arena is that all allies immune to sheep when you have 3 faction allies. So awesome. This is wow. What a crazy good pull. Crazy good pull. I can't believe it. We got in, what was it, like $500 is what we had to pull, which is, you know, that's a decent chunk of change, but not not too crazy. Got Faction Guardians back and pulled 2 Legate. Oh, so good. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one. Cheers.